Hey guys, it's Bscat here. Welcome to another episode of Ride Along. We've got Bman The Champ.
What up, guys?
And that's it again for this week.
I know, holy cow. Nobody wants to go on these things
Weird.
anymore.
2 weeks in a row, we don't have people. I know, so weird, right? Today we're heading through the great town or city of Bolton.
At least we think we are.
At least we think we are. We don't know where we'll end up. We might end up, I don't know. But yeah, so what do we want to talk about this week?
Well, I thought I'd forego talking about our weekly stuff because there's something I mentioned last time that I wanted to bring up, and I was unsure whether to do it that time or this time, but I figured this time is as good as any. So, it involves what I was talking about last time, and that is this past week on Raw, there were two champion, I think it's called, I forget what the hell WWE called it, championship contenders matches or something, where basically both Damian Priest and Charlotte Flair faced Sheamus and Nikki ASH, respectively, in one-on-one matches, and if they won, they would get a future title opportunity. Right? So, I don't want to go that way, but whatever.
This is downtown Bolton.
Oh, okay. See, I don't really know these areas.
I don't either. I'm just driving.
So yeah, so the thing with that is like the way they specifically labeled them is like you have to beat the champion to become the #1 contender, which is weird because like why wouldn't you just have #1 contenders matches? At least that's where some people were saying. Just have the two top contenders duke it out in one-on-one, and then whoever wins becomes the #1 contender. But the question I have, or the stance I have on it is, or I guess the question I'm going to pose to you, I'm just like, my mind's just going crazy here, but I'm trying to think of the best way to put this. Okay, do you think that the champion should be beaten in non-title matches?
No.
No?
One or two, okay, but no. I think it makes the champion look weak. Personally, I really do.
Okay.
What do you think, man?
Well, I think that it's fine as long as they're using it to establish somebody to eventually come and take their spot.
True.
If they're doing it just because, then yeah, no, I don't like it either.
Okay, so here's another standard thing to say. It also depends on the situation. Like if it's the Raw or SmackDown before WrestleMania, no. Because like you want your champion to go into or any pay-per-view, you want your champion to go in strong. So I don't think a champion should lose at certain times of the year. It really depends on what's going on in the storyline. I think you'd agree with me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So do you think it was the best idea for Priest and Charlotte Flair to defeat Sheamus and Nikki ASH this past week on Raw?
To
establish them as the top contenders, because there's as the way I see it is, in this instance at least, I don't think there's anybody else that they could have beaten, because everybody else we've seen them face like numerous times. Well, in Charlotte Flair's case anyway, like who is she gonna face? Rhea Ripley again?
True.
I've seen her face it like 4 times over the past month. So, and then like everybody else is, I guess they could have put up somebody else, but I mean like who's really in that spot? You got Natalya and Tamina, where they're the women's tag team champions, but they're like feuding with I don't even remember who the hell they're feuding with anymore. And then I guess there's Asuka, but I mean like they haven't really built her up all that well. Every time they go to like try and build her up, they always just like forget it and then just move on, which is really sad because I like Asuka, you know.
You know what? I see what you're saying, but at the same time, I'm a little old school. I also like the idea of #1 contenders, and I also think in certain situations there should be a list of contenders for. Okay, like how with the cruiserweight title, you can only be a certain weight to compete for that belt. So you should earn I'm very old school. I think you should earn your way to the top. I think you should beat other contenders. So I think there should be a #1 contender. But okay, so let's say I'm the #1 contender, and you want to become the number one contender, you should have to beat me, not the champion, in a non-title match.
Fair enough, and that's totally understandable. But I look at it in a case-by-case basis, because in this instance, let's go with Damian Priest. So the only other people who, and this is WWE's fault, this isn't Priest's fault. The only people that WWE have booked to face Sheamus lately in the past, ever since WrestleMania when he won the title from Riddle, were Humberto Carrillo and Ricochet. That's it. Ricochet, whatever the hell. Anyway, my point is the fact that those two guys, they don't exactly seem like top contenders for the belt.
True.
And if Priest had beaten either one of them, it wouldn't have made as much of a statement towards his intentions to go after the United States title if he had beaten either one of them instead of beating Sheamus.
Yeah. So here's what I say. WWE should build up those other guys.
They should, but they won't. That's the problem.
Because you see, here's how I see it. Just because you're not a number one contender does not mean that you got to be as strong. Because you know what? There used to be matches back in the day that you could literally watch over and over again. Shawn Michaels and Ric Flair. You could watch that match all day. But nowadays you can't. Like, there's very, very few matches that you can actually do that with.
Yeah.
You know? There's very, very few matches. You know?
Yeah, there's rare occasions, but you're right.
Because the problem nowadays is it's not really the superstars, it's the WWE themselves. They need to let the superstars have a lot more freedom and do what they want and go back to how matches used to be. So then, because honestly, Ricochet's talented. Like, if you watch his indie stuff, imagine him and Rey Mysterio. I could watch that match forever if it was built right. Because you see, when it comes to matches, you have to build them up. Like, it's like those big title fights. You have to build a storyline. Like, you can't just have match after match every week. You have to build up a storyline, right?
Oh, definitely.
And so, yeah, man, I think you've got a good point. I see both sides of the coin. They definitely need to improve their championship division. And also, certain championships mean nothing nowadays.
Oh, you ain't kidding. Look at the women's tag team titles.
Well, I'll look at the Intercontinental Championship for even, like, the longest time. It was irrelevant. And that was a very prestigious title.
Yeah, you're telling me, like, back in the day, Intercontinental Championship was my favorite.
Yeah, but nowadays even, I don't watch wrestling much, but it just seems like it's irrelevant.
I can't say I blame you.
Yeah.
But you know how you were talking about, like, old school, right?
Yeah.
Well, if you recall, back in the day, Ric Flair used to lose non-title matches all the time.
Yeah.
To build up his opponents so that when he did beat them, it would mean more.
True.
Flair, and look at Flair. He's one of the best of all time.
Another great point by Bman, eh? That's good.
So, like, you know, I see sometimes, I guess it depends on the guy.
Yeah. No. Like, if it's a legendary opponent like John, okay, back in the day, I know we're talking back in the day, when you lost a match, it didn't make you a loser. Nowadays, when you lose a match, you get buried.
Well, a lot of people seem to think it's like that, but that's not always necessarily the case.
No. Unless you're a big, strong, smelly old man like Vince likes, but no. You know.
Well,
and sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No, it's cool. You go ahead, bro.
Well,
I talk too much anyways.
Well, what I was gonna say was the thing with people thinking wrestlers get buried. Like, sometimes people think wrestler loses one match and he's buried. They're never gonna do anything with him again. And, no, that's not always true.
Well, it depends on the superstar, right? If it's someone like, okay, let's use Ricochet for example. We'll talk about him. He has one good. If he loses on Raw, you might never see him again for 6 months.
That's. I guess
because
that's
Vince
one
doesn't
thing,
think he's talented, but he is. You know.
Yeah, that's. Well, let's talk about. I think buried is. I think a good example of buried might just be Karrion Kross.
Yeah, well, now here's an example of that, and like I know we've talked about this before. I think also Stretch and I, if you watch that episode, guys in NXT, which is basically the developmental brand, are treated better than guys on the main roster.
But when they go up to the main roster, they get treated like...
It's
See, that's kind of like burial.
Exactly. That's like the complete opposite.
Yeah. But my point was, like, with Karrion Kross, like, if you... I'm saying people who are watching this, if they watched it, he lost to Jeff Hardy in 2 minutes.
Yeah.
And he's the NXT champion. Like, if that's not being buried, I don't know what is.
Exactly.
So...
This area looks kind of creepy.
Yeah, it's kind of suspicious. But, yeah, so I'm personally of the mindset that it depends on the situation for a champion. Like, if they get pinned and it's for the purpose of going somewhere, then I'm okay with it. But if they lose just for the sake of losing, or if they lose and then they beat their opponent when it counts, when the title's on the line, then I didn't really see the point. Like, why don't you just have a number one contenders match or like a battle royal or something?
Exactly.
So if Priest end up beating Sheamus at, say, SummerSlam probably, then I'm okay with Sheamus losing. It didn't last as long as I was hoping. We're not even 12 minutes in yet.
Yeah, no, but like that's my thing. Guys get buried on the roster all the time, you know. It's been going on for years.
Yeah.
What do you think guys like Johnny Gargano, Adam Cole don't want to get moved up to the main roster because they know they're going to get buried?
Yeah, well, look at the track record. There's not many NXT call-ups I can think of that have done well for themselves.
Exactly.
Seth Rollins, okay, that's one example, I suppose.
Yeah.
Big E's doing all right. He's Mr. Money in the Bank.
Yeah.
But if it's like anybody past maybe, I don't know, 20... Well, Finn Balor, when he came up, he got pushed to the moon. He's the first ever Universal Champion. But unfortunately, he got injured, and ever since then, he hasn't been given the same push. Hasn't really been given any push. Now that he's supposed to be facing Roman Reigns, but let's be honest, nobody expects him to win the title.
Exactly.
It's interesting. It's going to be a more interesting match, I find, than Cena versus Reigns, but maybe that's just me.
Yeah. No, I agree, bro.
Oh, we're in Vaughn now. Cool.
Are we?
Yeah, so
oh, wow.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. Oh, this is Major Mac, I think.
Is it?
I think so. I've done this route before, I think. It was me, Bradshaw, I think Eli. I think we did this way. I don't remember.
Oh, it was you, me, Bradshaw, and Dougie.
Oh, you were with us that week.
Yeah, that was your 20th episode, I think.
Oh, okay. Oh, well,
I think that was your best doing. I think that was your most viewed video so far.
Well, we're doing it again. Hopefully, I get good views.
Yeah, maybe. I'm happy. If this is, well, it is Vaughn, so I guess talk about Canada's Wonderland a little bit.
Oh yeah, last week, B-Man, last Monday, you went to Canada's Wonderland, and I know we touched on this in last week's video.
Yeah.
I'm gonna link it down below again.
May as well. Yeah, it wasn't great. I mentioned that it was. I just like it was fine. Just the lineup sucked, and the fast lane was too expensive, so it didn't bother.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I probably would have gone on more rides. All John wanted to do was jump off the new Mountain Bay Cliffs attraction they have at Splashworks.
Yeah. Troublemaker's dropped a new album. I know I've been saying that for the past week. Link down below, Low Fly and So High. It is on Spotify. It is also on YouTube. Links are down below. Yeah. Yeah, okay. I don't know what else to say.
Take a shot every time Bscat says yeah. You'll be drunk before the end of the video.
Hey, at least it's not like a Trudeau. Would you rather have me be actually like a Trudeau and be fucking stuttering every 2 minutes?
I don't know, at least Trudeau's not any worse than Biden.
At least, well, actually, they're both pretty bad.
That's what I'm saying, though, but he's not any worse.
No, it's true. Let's not get into politics, though.
No. Well, we get banned off of YouTube anyway.
So, B-Man, what's going on?
Well,
How's
let's
life,
see. Not that great, honestly.
Why? What's going on?
It's just life, you know. Life sucks and then you die.
Life. Yeah. It can get lonely sometimes, but it can get very, very precious. Shout out to Scotter Boy. I ain't gonna stress about it. New song dropped a couple months ago. Link is down below. I'm just shouting everyone out.
Did that last week too.
Yeah, and last week. I know. I'm shouting everyone. Shout out Frosty again. I love you. Down below. F69 family.
No homo, bro.
No homo. I know. It's just like he's family, so you know. I gotta shout him out. Shout out F69, Lenny, all the people. I don't know who signed F69 anymore. There's too many people involved. They're all. I can't link you all. Fuck you. I'm just gonna link F69. I'm just gonna link their socials.
Sure, why not? Make it easier.
Right. I don't know what else to say. I'm trying to keep you guys entertained.
Are you not entertained?
There, see, I'm not going on. So what's new in the anime world, B-Man?
Well, there's a few new shows I've been watching lately, but nothing really too exciting.
Well, let's talk about it. Because we got nothing
why?
else to
You're not an anime.
Because
fan.
I want to learn anime. So
oh,
talk
buddy,
to me
you
about...
don't want to go down that. Oh, we are in Major Mac.
Okay.
You don't want to go down that rabbit hole.
Yes, I do. I want to learn anime. I want to learn all about it. I want to know. Can you show me? I want to be like the string. I don't know how the fucking song goes. Yeah.
You're supposed to be a big fan of Collins too.
Yeah, but I'm not. I don't know. I'm really tired right now. So yeah, talk to us a bit about your anime shows, bro.
Oh boy, where to fucking start?
We might have anime fans on here.
Yeah, where to fucking start?
Let's bring Chris and Steve on one day.
If we can. I don't know about Steve, but I think Chris might be able to come.
Is he into anything else besides anime?
Yeah, he's into Yu-Gi-Oh.
Is he into horror movies?
I don't think so.
Is he into video games?
Well, there's something we can talk about. You didn't get to watch the first one, but you saw the second Saw.
I think we've already talked about it. Yeah, no, yeah.
I gotta. Well, John and I are supposed to be meeting next week on Monday, so.
Oh, doing what?
Watching the Saw series.
At his house?
Yeah.
Am I invited?
Well, that's really up to him, but I don't see why he wouldn't be.
What time are you going there?
Afternoon.
Okay. Yeah, I'm game. Let's do it. What?
Saw 3.
Weeks later at a time, because you get bored easy.
It's not that I was bored. It's just shit kept coming up the last couple of weeks.
The one time I asked you a few weeks ago, I'm not feeling well.
Yeah, because I wasn't. I had the sore throat.
Yeah, I'm down to watch Saw 3 with you. I made. Oh, yo, it's blurry.
No, that's just a light thing, I think.
Yeah, I'm down to come watch Saw 3 with you guys. Okay.
Yeah, I'm just gonna pause for 1 second.
Okay. Hi guys.
We're back. I just had to do something off camera. Didn't want to be on camera.
Subscribe to our OnlyFans if you want to see what it was. I know Troublemaker wants to subscribe because he's my number 2 fan. Sorry, you're not my number 1. You're my number 2.
Fuck me.
Only on our OnlyFans. If you want to see B-Man, no, I don't want to go that route.
No, you don't. Oh yeah, I do want. Actually, this was actually pretty cool last week. Well, it happens a lot when I pull out, because I have this wallet that's features an anime show called Inuyasha. If anybody's familiar with that, I'll have a lanyard for my keys, and I have a wallet, and I have a few shirts. And whenever I wear one of them, they're like, "Oh, Inuyasha!" Somebody's like, "Oh, there's Inuyasha. That's cool." And the waitress who served us at Swiss Chalet, she noticed it, and we were talking about it a little bit.
I noticed that, yeah.
Yeah, so that was, and then of course when I went to Wonderland, I was wearing if you're if you're into Yu-Gi-Oh, I'm sure you know who Dark Magician Girl is. I was wearing that shirt I have, and somebody noticed it and they said, "Oh, hey, that's a cool shirt." And I'm like, "Yeah, thanks."
Was it
like,
one of the
mission
employees?
accomplished. Yeah.
Oh.
It's like mission accomplished.
Was it a rider? Was it like a ride operator?
No, it's just one of the, it was one of the people who was running Yukon.
Nice.
Working Yukon.
Yeah, so that's what's going on in the anime world.
Yeah, it's always cool to see somebody who knows, like, I mean, they're pretty standard, like, they're pretty mainstream, but still, because like everybody knows Yu-Gi-Oh, everybody knows Inuyasha, everybody knows Dragon Ball Z. Everybody well, I don't do Naruto, but everybody knows Naruto.
Of course, we all know Naruto. Okay. What about Dragon Ball Z? I don't even know if you watched that.
Of course I watched that.
Nice.
See,
I haven't watched. Okay, so here's my anime. I think I may have told this story on camera. My anime confession video. I used to love anime when I was a kid. Yu-Gi-Oh, all that shit. I used to watch it. My parents told me when I was a little older, Brandon, meaning my name, you need to grow. My actual name, by the way, for like those of you who don't know my real name, you need to grow out of that. You need to grow out of that. And I'm like, okay. And so, sorry, I just think it's illegal. And yeah, you need you need to grow out of that. And so then I kind of I got out of it. I tried to get back into it in high school, but I had this really annoying friend named Brandon who was obsessed with anime and tried to get me,
by the way.
Not Bman, by the way. Who was obsessed with anime, and I hope he's watching this because I still fucking hate him. He tried to get me into anime, and he annoyed me to death every day about it. That actually I made a promise to myself, and now I'm breaking that promise. I'd never get into anime again. But now I'm getting back into it. Because B-Man has annoyed me enough to get back into anime. So I actually want to thank B-Man.
There's a lesson to be learned. You know this guy enough, he'll do whatever you want him to do. You know this guy enough.
For a price.
Everybody's got a price for the $1 Million Man.
If you want to see what I can do for a price, subscribe to our OnlyFans, coming soon. I know you're going to subscribe. I already know like 3 people. I know Benson's going to obviously sub to it. Troublemaker's obviously going to sub to it. You're obviously going to sub to it, B-Man.
I'd never sub to OnlyFans.
Yeah, you would.
No, I wouldn't.
Those 3 would be my number 1, 2, and 3 fans on my OnlyFans. And I would do shows just for them. Anyways, enough with the OnlyFans talk. And hell, I'd probably get more views than fucking Chromazz. That's right, bitch. I'm calling you out.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. Anyways, let's not talk about OnlyFans anymore. Let's talk about let's talk about something else.
Well, if you are serious about getting into anime, I'm not even sure where to start because there's because I've seen so many over. I don't know what's a good one to get you into. Like something that first I'd have to.
What about Yu-Gi-Oh? Because that's what you guys.
Oh, that is so long. You're looking at just the first series alone is over 200 episodes. I mean,
just want to know how to play
One Piece, but
I just want to know how to play the card game.
Yeah, well, don't go to the anime to learn the card game.
Okay.
Yeah, this poor sat he has no idea Yu-Gi-Oh to get into the card. You have no idea. You have to fucking. They had a school and one of the series. That's what you literally have to go to if you.
I'm not going back to school. I'm not doing.
No, but I mean, if you want to learn Yu-Gi-Oh, that's your best bet.
Yeah. Okay.
On Weston Road, eh? Getting near Wonderland again.
Yeah, we're gonna pass it. Well, I may actually stop for gas, so we may have to pause the video.
But yeah, no, good luck getting into Yu-Gi-Oh, my friend.
Thank you.
There's so much you have to learn.
If anyone's wondering why I'm saying all the time, I'm just I am meditating. Yeah. Yeah.
I tell some jokes, but I don't think they'd be YouTube friendly.
Yeah.
I have an idea.
Yes?
Since we're going to be going by Wonderland, and since you were such a fan of it back in the day, why don't we test your Wonderland knowledge by the Wonderland name game?
Okay, I'll try my hardest. I liked it when it was... Okay, I have a Wonderland story. When I used to go there as a kid with my family, every time we would go, as soon as we'd leave, it'd always be a thunderstorm.
Wow, talk about lucky, huh?
I remember that for some... Okay, are we going all the way back to the Paramount days? Because I remember parts of that.
No, I think we'll stick to more recent stuff.
Well, then I won't know it.
Okay, well, it was worth a shot.
Let's go back to Paramount days.
Well, I wasn't there at the Paramount days. I just started going back in like 08. So we both have a major disadvantage.
How about we do from Paramount days, so that when we learn some history, all the way up to the current day. I'm going to share an interesting fact with you.
Okay.
I think it was Flight Deck. Please, anyone on this video, correct me. There used to be a ride there called Tomb Raider.
Yeah, that's what Time Warp is now.
Oh, Time Warp, okay. Yeah, there was a lot more themed stuff back in the day. Like the Scooby-Doo haunted house was, well, it's still there.
Yeah, it's Boo Blasters. Yeah, and that's closed this season too.
What?
It's an indoor ride.
What else was there? I really think they need year-round haunted houses at that place.
Yeah, where would they put them? That's another thing too. John and I were discussing about the action theater they have in there. They're not even using it for anything except for haunt. They should really like do something with it.
Is that what they only use it for?
Yeah.
Is that a haunted house? Is that what they use it for?
Yeah, they use it for one of their haunted houses. That's all they use it for.
Oh. What's the action theater? Like, is that the one like inside the medieval times, the theater? Or like is that the Canterbury Theater?
No, the action theater is over by Kidsville.
Oh. What's the theater called where we saw the Elf play? Tinker's Toy Factory. Canterbury? Canterbury?
I don't think so.
What? I wonder why it's called the Action Theater.
Because they used to have like 40 rides there.
You know what I remember? I think this was Wonderland. Didn't they used to have an animal show? With seals and stuff?
I don't fucking know. It was before my time.
That might have been Cedar Point. I don't remember.
It's before my time. I know that.
Anyways, speaking of which, we're passing Wonderland right now.
Yeah, you can't really see it though. We're kind of out of range.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll see a little bit, but not much.
Okay, so now we're gonna go on a rant about Wonderland. I think they should have, and I'm actually gonna make a video about this. Also, I made a video, folks, about my vision for Ontario Place, and also my vision for the CNE, which will have just dropped this past Monday. Links are down below. I really think Canada's Wonderland needs to have 1 or 2 year-round haunted houses. Now, here's how this could work. They could use their pre-built ones for haunt and just have them staffed and open. What are you doing?
I'm just taking a shot of. There's Leviathan there, guys.
Yeah.
I'm just doing what I did last time, trying to get a good shot of a nice. So yeah.
And that's Vaughan Corlucci Hospital. Brand new hospital in the city.
So I don't know, like I kind of see where you're coming from, but at the same time, I'm not really sure.
True. Oh, yo, I've said this story 2 million times, I'm saying it again. On the corner there is where we met Troublemaker and where I met Troublemaker and Bradshaw for the first time.
Yeah.
At the Kelsey's.
They told us they were at St. Louis. We go there and say, oh, we were at Kelsey, so we walk all the way over there in the fucking
my
rain.
First time ever meeting them.
Oh, God, it was a pain in the ass.
I hope they're not watching this. But yeah, no, that was a really, really fun night. They lined up. Sorry, we went on Vortex. You got stuck on
Lumberjack twice.
My phone was broken. I don't remember what happened. I think my phone was just broken. Yeah.
Yeah, so that was a fun day. Not.
fun night, yeah. And then we went to karaoke, and then I met John for the first time.
Yeah, you met a lot of people that
And
day.
then we're Winterfest, which we're going to this year.
Well, which you're going to this year.
Aw, Bman doesn't want to come.
It's gonna be the same shit as last year.
You didn't like Tinker's Toy Factory.
I didn't hate it. I just didn't really care for it.
True. I really liked Winterfest. I don't know about you guys. I've never been to Haunt, by the way. I do want to go.
It's just they're even having it this year.
Well, they have some part of Haunt. But yeah, guys. Okay. Yeah. Anything else?
Take a shot. I don't know. I think there's anything I can share about Wonderland. No, nothing I can think of. We cut a little short this week.
Do we want to play a name? Oh yeah, we wanted to do our Wonderland trivia.
Oh yeah, but I mean, I feel like we'd both be at a disadvantage.
Let's just do a current then, from 2008 onward. You can test me on trivia, because what's the first question? I'm not.
No, I was just saying like a name game, not like a
Okay.
actual trivia.
You start.
Okay, Vortex,
Mindbuster,
Wild Beast,
Boob Blasters,
Ghoster Coaster,
Fast Lane,
Yukon Striker.
Stunt Coaster. Hold on, pause the game. Have you been on Stunt Coaster?
Yeah,
What do you think of it?
it's alright.
It used to be called the. You know what it's based off, right?
The Italian Job.
The
Yeah.
Italian Job. I used to love that video. We went randonauting here last year with Daniel at this church,
Yeah.
and we went into a little. Anyways, okay, whose turn is it?
Yeah, it's mine. Behemoth,
Halloween Haunt,
Winterfest.
Skeleton Key. Isn't that the
Yeah, it's
VIP
like-
pass?
Yeah, they used to have that. Yeah. They don't have it no more. Scare Zones,
Scare Actor,
The Ruins.
Porn Stalkers.
What's the one that was right beside it?
Yo, the lights in that building just fucking went out ahead of us. That's crazy.
Shockwave.
Wonder Mountain.
Wonder Mountain's Guardian.
The train ride. I forget what it's called.
Thunder Run.
Thunder Run.
Clowns at Midnight.
Club Blood.
Oh God, that was my favorite back in the day. Yeah, they used to have these vampire dancers. Oh, it was so much fun, and the music was pumping. That was my absolute favorite maze of all time.
It was, yeah.
And then they Club Blood revamped, and it was like nowhere near as good. And then they got rid of it.
Oh, what they revamp it as?
They just called it revamped.
Oh, it was.
I think they got rid of the dancers, or at least they weren't.
It was like a nightclub, right?
Used to be, yeah. Felt like a nightclub.
Yeah, yeah.
I used to go up there all the time, like, bartender, give me a shot.
You could actually.
No, you couldn't. I just did it for jokes.
Yeah.
I just did it for jokes.
What did the guy say to you? No.
Nah, they just ignored me. What's Leviathan?
You said that.
Did I?
Action Theater.
It's a Behemoth earlier. Even though it's gone now, Orbiter.
What? They got rid of it?
Yeah.
Yukon Striker.
I already said that one.
Oh, did you? Okay. Food Pass, I think it's called.
Food Pass now.
Canterbury Theater.
I'm not sure that's what it's called, but anyway. Sci-Fi House.
What's that? A haunted house?
Yeah.
Cool. Planet Snoopy.
Kidsville. called Wild Nightmares now, something like that.
Winterfest?
I said Winterfest.
Hot dog. Well, like we can do food.
Yeah, I should have said the ground rules a little bit better. Riptide.
Front gate.
Flying Frontenacs.
Gift shop.
Dragonfire.
The Bat.
There you go. Lumberjack.
Niagara Falls is the... Oh, no, sorry. Timberwolf Falls.
There you go. That's a good one. Whitewater Canyon.
Splashworks.
Typhoon.
Dog Show.
Barracuda Blaster.
What is that?
It's one of their slides.
The bungee jumping thing.
You mean
the thing as soon as you walk in on front gate.
Oh, Extreme Skyflyer. Yeah, that's down this year too. Slingshot.
Tomb Raider.
Oh, it's called Time Warp now, but okay. Flight Deck.
Time Warp.
Yeah, you just said Tomb Raider, which is the same thing. It's
I know,
called Time Warp now. Backlog Cafe.
Is that the old school diner?
That's the one. No, that's a different one. That's across from Flight Deck.
Yeah. You said Behemoth. Guest services.
The one you're thinking of is called Coasters.
Oh yeah, the old school 70s diner. I used to love that place. Have you ever eaten in it?
Oh yeah,
It's good food.
lots of times. Yeah, food's all right.
Your turn.
I just said Coasters.
Bumper cars?
Okay. Clockworks.
What is that?
It's right beside the bumper car, and the bumper car is actually called Kraken Wagon.
Drop tower?
Yep, Drop Tower. That's a good one. Speed City Raceway.
Is that their go-karts?
Yeah.
Parking lot.
Kingswood Theater.
Security.
Oh boy. Arcade.
International Street.
Yep.
I think that's the main road, right?
Yeah. Frontier Canada.
Fireworks.
Medieval Fair.
Oh, I was gonna fucking say that. Have you ever been to Medieval Times?
Yeah.
Is it cool?
It's alright.
I've never been. Sorry, I know, random conversation. Milkshake.
Funnel cake.
You're a funnel cake.
Your mom's a funnel cake.
Right? Poutine.
Okay, we gotta stop naming foods and shit, because otherwise this will go on all day.
Is it my... Oh, no, it's your turn.
It's my turn, yeah. What the hell's the name of that ride? Oh, Sledgehammer.
Food truck festival.
Silver Streak.
Canada Day.
That's a day, not an actual thing.
It's an event at the park.
Well, it was anyway. Really should have just kept it to rides and attractions. Soaring Timbers.
Tinker's Toy Factory. Hey, we're near somebody's house.
Yeah. Oh, it's too late now. I was gonna say, well, let's just go down Yonge Street.
And do what?
Just go down.
But I don't want to go down Yonge Street. Anyways, what else?
I think, was it my turn or was it your turn?
I think it's your turn.
Alright, I'm trying to think. What's the name of that? The Fly.
That's a good ride. Opening preview night.
Bring a Friend.
Stuck on a ride.
Speaking of stuck on a ride, Skyhawk.
True. Skyhawk.
That's yours.
Skyhawk. Paramount.
That's the name of the studio. Oh boy. Windseeker.
Pass.
Yeah, it's not as much. Cyclone. Sure move.
Pass.
What's the name of that? Trick or Treat. It's one of their scare zones.
Lifeguard.
Black Hole.
Is that a maze?
No, that's well, like, no, that's a maze at Screamers, but no, it's a slide.
Then why'd you say black? Oh, because it's a slide.
Yeah.
Pass.
Yeah. And then my last one's Muskoka Plunge.
Alright.
Oh, another 45-minute video.
Alright, guys. Do you think we should wrap it up?
Yeah.
Alright, guys. We're going to wrap this up. See you next week. Peace.